Glad to have you with us here. You're watching the East quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. We're excited to bring it to you. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. And a chance here to check out some stats for Brook Lopez.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Green. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. And for Charlotte, they've got Fears. Holmgren is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Franz Wagner. And it's Brown in at the 2 guard. An area of the floor where Jaden McDaniels really excels. Defense.
Yeah, he's a strong perimeter defender. He's got great length, good anticipation, and he's competitive. I mean, those are the things that allow him to shut guys down on occasion.
Here's Fears. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Denver. Wagner, the pass to Holmgren. Back to Wagner. Clock at 4. Hayes with a screen on McDaniels. Here's Wagner. It's good from the top of the key.
Yeah, with the ball in his hands, Wagner is dangerous. Got to keep an eye on him.
Hartenstein with a screen on Brown. Pass to Robinson. Now here's Hartenstein. And that one's good. We played just over a minute here in the first. Now Wagner. He had 25 points in his last game. Can't get it to drop. McDaniels with some nice D. Out to DiVincenzo. Out to the right wing. Here's Hartenstein. Misses off the left iron.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
DiVincenzo against Wagner. 2 points. That one goes. Wagner's got his second basket of the night.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
Outside, Green. Pass to DiVincenzo. They get it back. Back to Green. Another shot. And it's good on the layup.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Wagner, the pass to Hayes. Holmgren outside. Back to Hayes. Wagner for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Now here's Hartenstein. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. DiVincenzo, pass to Green. Back to DiVincenzo. Knocks down the triple.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Wagner, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. And it's Holmgren missing. Knicks leading by 6. On the wing, Green. Pass to Robinson. Now Hartenstein. He's defended by Hayes. And it's Hartenstein. That time on the assist from Robinson.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Fears. Still without a bucket. Here's Holmgren. Charlotte, no good that time either. And it's Green with the ball for the New York Knicks. McDaniels can't hit. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Wagner, the pass to Hayes. And he buries his first look. New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Green finds Hartenstein. Here's Robinson. For 3, DiVincenzo. And he can't get that one.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
Pass to Hayes. Now Wagner. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And here's Hayes. Green covering. Robinson with a steal. Here we go. Here's the floater. And he lays it in.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Hornets trail by 8. Wagner outside. Over to the left wing. Pass to Holmgren. The three is up. McDaniels with the rebound. And here's New York now. They're on a 14-6 run. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, B.A., building their draft assets. They cast them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
Brown with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. DiVincenzo against Brown. To the paint. Holmgren, the pass to Brown. Wagner on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over McDaniels. Again, the miss by the Hornets. New York leading by 8. Inside. And stolen by Brown. To the wing, right side. The three from Holmgren. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Robinson, a screen on Wagner. Outside Robinson. Pass to Hartenstein.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Got to push him farther out than this.
Here is DiVincenzo. Misses the three.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Brown passes to Wagner. Here's Spears. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to Wagner. It doesn't go for him. McDaniels with some nice D. Pass to Robinson. Now here's Green, guarded by Brown. And that one's good. Green. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Hayes. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Holmgren against Robinson. Oh, Robinson with a block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Marcus Smart's checked in for New York. Caruso comes in for Draymond Green.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Hartenstein. New York working the ball around now. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great activity level on the boards. Impressive. Wow.
George outside. Hayes with a screen on Caruso. George passes to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Boy, George is an outstanding player. Actually, one of the very best in the league. In these screen and roll sets, he knows exactly what to do.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Playing Orlando, he was nearly unstoppable. Shoots from 12. Another one falls for New York.
Able to connect from the mid-range when given the opportunity. Nice shot that time from Donte DiVincenzo.
Hayes finds Holmgren. Now here's George. Simmons with a screen on Caruso. It's Simmons with a drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Caruso outside. Pass to Smart. Hartenstein a screen. Smart passes to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 3. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
And some changes here for New York. Brown, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Brook Lopez comes in for Robinson. And it's Thompson in for DiVincenzo. Here's Diawara. Pass to Coward. Shot clock at 6. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now here's Thompson. 14 points for him last game against Orlando. Here's Smart. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Pass to Coward. Back to Simmons. There's a screen. George outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Smart right side. No good with a layup. Charlotte trailing. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Wolf. And here's Simmons. He's guarded by Caruso. Here's Coward. From deep three-point land. No rebound by Klay Thompson. Puts up a 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Knicks up 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court right now for the Knicks. Brook Lopez is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Bol Bol. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Caruso in at the point. Oof, good. Last year, the East quarters of the NBA Cup were played in New York and Milwaukee.
The Bucks winning at home with Giannis pouring in 37 to down the Magic. And at the Mecca, Trae Young had another stellar game against the Knicks, leading the Hawks to the semifinals.
Bol, a screen on Simmons. Caruso finds Bol. Robbed. George against Thompson. Here's Diawara. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Lopez. Smart looking around. The 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
Now here's George. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Denver.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Down low. Here's Bol. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Bol more slender, but really showed his strength on that finish inside. He's lean, but he's got some mean to him as well.
Simmons, the pass to George. Back to Simmons. Stolen by Caruso. Now here's Smart. The D's right on him. Ooh, another miss. He's 0 for 6 in this contest. Pass to Simmons. George outside. From downtown. Bull grabs the board.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Thompson passes to Smart. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
The three from Thompson. It's hauled in by Wolf.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
George for three. He buries it from three. George has got 5 now.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Clark, there was no denying the talent of Ben Simmons, especially early in his career.
Yeah, well, even before he started in the college game, everybody knew he had it, the package of potential starter. He won 3 high school state championships in Florida and was just beginning his journey, and it didn't quite elevate to the level we anticipated.
For the Knicks, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Bull. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Lopez. And Green is subbed in for Thompson. Smart outside. New York working the ball around now. Green able to hit from 3.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Pass to Fears. And here's Wagner. And there's the drive. And he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Caruso, pass to Smart. Shoots over Brown. Back to Caruso. Caruso, a screen on Wagner. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Simmons. Pass to Fears. Now here's Brown. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And now the Knicks on the break. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is second attempt at the line tonight. And Charlotte making a change here. Hayes is checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Smart. The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant coach.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021, then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024, and that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
And New York has possession after the basket by Charlotte. Green with a screen on George. McDaniels passes to Green. 4 on the clock. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They host the Hawks after this one. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And a quick look at how Charlotte's schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Evan Mobley and the Detroit Pistons.
In that game against the Cavaliers, on paper, they should be expected to come away with a win. However, this might be one of those trap games if they aren't fully engaged.
That one's good for 2. Hartenstein's got 8.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to George. The fader. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's McDaniels. Got it. Good job in the low post. McDaniels gotten 4 this quarter.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Hayes with a screen. Wagner for 3. Charlotte, no good that time either. The Knicks have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Caruso finds Hartenstein. Outside McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. Caruso outside. For 3. Here's Hartenstein. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for George. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for New York. Here's Brown. No made baskets yet. Pass to Wagner. Now Hayes. He's guarded by Hartenstein. DiVincenzo on the wing. Outside, Green. McDaniels finds Robinson. Hartenstein in the post. Holmgren's there. Hartenstein, no good. Hornets trail by 4. Pass to Brown. Now Wagner. Here's Fears. 6 on the shot clock to end the drought. And Wagner with a nice bucket inside. Wagner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense was there, but the concentration and focus from Wagner also there. Really good forward.
New York working the ball around now. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Brown. Clark, 51 wins for the New York Knicks last season. Their best finish in over a decade.
Yeah, and they got that done despite significant turnover on their roster, BA, making it even more impressive. And as they gel, the question is, can this team take the next step and contend for a title? I think they're certainly capable.
And that one falls for Hartenstein. And Grant, with this game being the quarterfinals matchup in the NBA Cup, it'll be interesting to see just how much these teams are willing to lay it on the line.
Yeah, some teams didn't make any changes during group play, but that mentality can change in a heartbeat when you know this could be the end of the road if you drop the game tonight.
And it's Wagner missing. Knicks leading by 5. DiVincenzo on the wing. Sinks it from distance. DiVincenzo's got 8.
Just cannot allow DiVincenzo to shoot it from there.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Pass to Fears. Wagner for 3. Rebounded by Green. A score here would build the lead to double digits.
Yeah, they seem very much in control.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Back to you, B.A.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Fears. No points so far. Back to Wagner. DiVincenzo with the steal. Pass to Robinson. Up top, DiVincenzo. Here's Hartenstein. 6 to shoot. Back to Daniels. This one for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. 10 points for him.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Hornets trail by 11. And timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. take a chance to showcase the top setup men at the small forward position in the NBA this year. In the third spot, Draymond Green.
They're smart, athletic players who move the ball well in any situation, transition, the half-court set. You can count on them to just make good decisions.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these guys.
Are you kidding me? Wow, man.
These guys go flying through the air like that. I love it. Daniels showing what he's got on the slam there.
This will be his third free throw of the game.
Jaden McDaniels, shooting 1.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
Hornets trail by 14. Outside Brown. Pass to Wagner. Will it go? That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Green, the pass to Hartenstein. Outside, DiVincenzo. Hartenstein finds DiVincenzo. And here is Green. Back to DiVincenzo. Shoots over Brown. And they get it back. DiVincenzo, the pass to Green. To the inside. And stolen by Holmgren. The 3-ball. And the Hornets, another 3.
They are definitely shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
New York leading by 8. Green, the pass to Robinson. DiVincenzo on the wing. Outside McDaniels. It's Hartenstein, high post. Clock at 6. Here's Robinson. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. And grant the Hornets, as of last season, with a new front office, trying to evaluate their young talent.
Yeah, tough to do when you have so many injuries. 36 different lineups last season. They need help to assess and to develop.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 3, DiVincenzo sends it home from three-point land. DiVincenzo's got 6 points in the quarter. And here's Wagner. 4-3. He drops it from range. Wagner's got 14 points for the game. And so that's the end of the first half. New York out in front. They're up by 10. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome, everybody. Before we talk about the first half, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
Having Steph on the sidelines, you lose all those points, but there's also a leadership gap now.
He's such a high IQ player. Covering for his absence is a very tall task. And you know what we like to say, Shaq? He makes it look
Steffortless.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Knicks.
The difference in this game is they're extending possessions.
Yeah, frustrating the opponent with second chance points. That can wear a team down physically and mentally.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. When you look at Franz Wagner, what a contribution.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Franz Wagner out there with Holmgren. Then there's Fears. Then there's Hayes. That is Brown in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. And that one's good. Green.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Wagner, the pass to Hayes. Holmgren with a screen on Green. Holmgren outside. Lets it go from deep. And the Hornets, another three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Out to DiVincenzo. Pass to Robinson. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And they're in the top 10 for field goal percentage. They pick their shots well and do a good job not forcing things on that end.
And this is a team that loves to play at a breakneck pace. Once they get the ball, they're looking to push the pace. And they are the best in the league at converting in transition. Hayes against Hartenstein. Back to DiVincenzo. From behind the arc, hits the trifecta. DiVincenzo's got 14 points for the game.
No question about it. DiVincenzo has found his rhythm tonight, making it look easy on offense.
Wagner outside, fires from deep. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Outside, Green. Screen by Robinson. Green with the ball. 9 points in the game. Hartenstein. And they pick up 2. He's got 15.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And that one comes up a bit short. New York leading by 14. It's McDaniels on the wing. To the left side wing. Here's the three. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. The Hornets have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, Clark, players sometimes talk about the game slowing down as they gain experience.
Well, it's the benefit of experience, understanding situations, having gone through various situations as you get more engaged in the league over time. The more you understand where you're supposed to be, usually you can get there on time or early, and you're more reactive versus thinking. And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more. Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
Holmgren, left side. Outside Brown. Here's Fears. Green covering. Hayes with a screen on Green. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. Wagner for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wagner's got 17 points.
It's all coming together here for Wagner, a playmaker who can score at every level.
McDaniels finds Green. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside for Green. New York working the ball around now. Here's DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Wagner. Outside Brown. And Charlotte, another 3.
Over the seasons, you can tell Brown has put in the work and has turned himself into a really good catch-and-shoot guy.
Out to the wing. Here's Hartenstein. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wagner against McDaniels. Shot from the low block. The bank shot, no good. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for New York. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Back to Green. From the wing, here's Hartenstein. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Isaiah Hartenstein.
Look, his averages tell the story. He's shown consistent improvement as a rebounder, and this team has come to rely on his ability to control the boards.
And that one falls for Hartenstein. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
And he can't hit the second. Hornets trail by 14. The drive by Brown. Pass to Wagner. Holmgren with a screen on Green. Now here's Holmgren. Fires for 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
And here's Robinson. Outside, DiVincenzo. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. DiVincenzo's got 17 points. Here's Fears. No points yet. To the middle. Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Pass to DiVincenzo. Knocks it down from distance. DiVincenzo's got 9 points now in the quarter. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for New York.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
Clock is at 3. Releases. And it's Green missing. Hornets trail by 15. Here's Fears. To the inside. And it's Holmgren missing. The Knicks have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. Blocked!
Wow, what defense from Fears. The SWAT. Incredible. And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. You know, Grant, with the young Jeremiah Fears, the focus seems to be on his potential upside.
Yeah, he scores well, has a decent passing game, but there's room for more polish in other areas. As long as he works hard on developing, he'll reach that next level.
George, he's checked in for Charlotte. And a switch here also for New York. Smart's checked in. Knicks on D. George outside. Smart grabs the miss. New York leading by 17. New York working the ball around now. And the layup falls. Smart's got his first 2 points.
I like watching Smart get it done inside. He is such a fearless competitor.
Outside Brown. Pass to George. Here's Fears. Can they get it? And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Smart. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Fears. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Knicks. They've started strong this year, holding the second-place spot. And, of course, Charlotte behind 4.5 games.
You know, for the Knicks, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Here's Smart. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Brown.
They are winning despite his efforts. He's been off all night.
Lopez against Simmons. Pass to Fears. Shot clock at 5. A shot from the high post. The Knicks pull it in. Outside, Green. Great D that time from Brown.
Defense doing just enough right there. Sometimes that's all you need.
Here's Fears. Yet to see a basket.
2 minutes remaining on the third. 2 minutes.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. George, a screen on Lopez. The three from Holmgren. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Lopez. Over Holmgren. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Brown. Holmgren with a screen on Smart. Here's Brown. Uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Green. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Outside Brown. George against Green. Now George. He's got 5. From deep, Holmgren. Smart grabs a miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And here is Green. Lopez, the screen on George. Outside, Green. Back to DiVincenzo. No good on the triple. Here's Fears. Launches it. No good there. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. New York out in front, running away with this one. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for the Knicks. Marcus Smart out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then there's Brook Lopez. And it's Hartenstein in at the center position. Wolf passes to George. Here's the pick. Shoots over Thompson. George's shot is off.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Lopez. It's rebounded by George. Hornets trail by 20.
Hey, yo, right here.
So many great young players coming into this league, Clark. It puts pressure on those aging vets.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer Kevin McHale described it like this. He said, I see everything that I could do. I just can't do anything about it. That's a tough feeling. And I didn't have to actually experience that because I got injured early in my career and had to pack it up that way.
Really left him alone that time. Caruso's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
I really like how Wagner has really gone after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
Caruso, the pass to Lopez. Thompson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from three.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Simmons, the pass to Wagner. Pass to Coward. Simmons with a screen on Smart. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Always a treat to watch Simmons operate in screen and roll set. I mean, his IQ is quite honestly off the charts.
It's Hartenstein, high post. Smart, left side to the paint. And there's a 3-second violation.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
And Charlotte making a change here. Hayes is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Lopez. Hornets trail by 20. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Hayes with a screen on Smart. And that one's good. Coward.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Pass to Hartenstein. Smart outside. Shot on the wing. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. And the Knicks lead by 20. For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Here's Coward. Hayes with a screen on Smart. Now here's Simmons. Defended by Thompson. Pass to Coward. Down low. Wagner for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And it's Smart missing.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And that one's good. Coward.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Pass to Robinson. Screen by Robinson. Inside. Wagner with a steal. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Putting himself on the line to get to the line. Wagner goes right into the defense there, forcing that contact.
And the 8th overall pick in 2021. Grant, what surprises you about Franz Wagner?
I don't think we knew he'd be this lethal off the dribble. His perimeter shooting has really been the lone hiccup. But once he locks that in, watch out.
First one falls for him. Well, when you need a bucket late in games, Franz Wagner seems to be your guy, Clark.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself as a fourth quarter producer. I mean, time and time again, Wagner has made a big play at both ends of the floor to help his team late. And that's how you become a clutch performer.
Catching up on the changes for New York. McDaniels is checked in for Klay Thompson. DiVincenzo comes in for Smart. And Green is subbed in for Caruso.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
On the wing, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Green showing you some real attitude on that throwdown.
Hornets trail by 18. Here's Fears. Wagner outside. Pass to Brown. Shoots over DiVincenzo. The shot by Brown, no good. And it's Green with the ball for the New York Knicks. DiVincenzo finds McDaniels. And here is Green. Hartenstein a screen. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in the game.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke. And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Now here's DiVincenzo. New York working the ball around now. And there's the lob. And a big finish by Robinson.
Tell you what, I can't think of a more menacing lob threat than Robinson. He's big, he's got nice bounce, and he's physical. An ideal finisher on that play.
Outside Brown. Takes the three. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
That free throw no good.
Look, every season Christian Braun continues to show improvement, and that is a testament to his work ethic. He's got great passion and work ethic. That combination allows you to improve.
That one misses. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
Robinson on the wing. Back to Green. Shoots over Fears. That one off the back iron and out. Hornets trail by 17. Holmgren outside. Three-pointer. The Knicks pull it in. Outside McDaniels. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Holmgren outside. Pass to Brown. Back to Holmgren. Wagner for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Wagner's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And here's Green from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Wagner outside. Holmgren with a screen on McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And it's Holmgren missing. New York leading by 14.
And the toughness McDaniels plays with is impressive. He doesn't back down from any defender inside.
And the first one at the line is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Hornets have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Here's Brown. Sinks the tray. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Green finds Hartenstein. Brown against DiVincenzo. Outside for Green. Oh, look at Draymond flexing with that finish.
And Green loves flexing on the defense. Welcomes the contact and overpowers it.
Wagner against McDaniels. Holmgren with a screen on McDaniels. Holmgren outside. Let's go with a three. On target from range. Holmgren's got 24 points.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land. Giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Outside Robinson. Hartenstein. Oh, he misses the layup. Hornets trail by 11. Wagner, right side. Outside Holmgren. Now Wagner. Throws it up. McDaniels with a rebound.
I love their work on the glass. They hold a nice rebounding advantage.
Yeah, they brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
Rejected by Holmgren.
And Holmgren says, meet me at the summit. I'm a certified rim protector. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
2 minutes remaining.
McDaniels with a steal.
2 minutes.
Now Green. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Hayes with a screen on McDaniels. Wagner! Oh, it's off! New York leading by 16.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Knicks.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year. And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Isaiah Hartenstein.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
Here's Hartenstein. Oh, the stuff!
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Cleared away by Hartenstein. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. McDaniels outside. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, he missed the jumper. Here's Fears. And so New York takes this one by a big margin, showing the rest of the Eastern Conference what kind of team they're going to be this year.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do in the semifinals. The NBA Cup has a way of humbling teams.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And we present the player of the game, Isaiah Hartenstein.